The Nuclear Fuel Cycle Royal Commission found there is significant economic opportunity for South Australia to develop facilities for the storage and disposal of intermediate and high-level waste from overseas. There are 3 levels of radioactive waste. Low-level waste is generated in hospitals and industry and includes paper, rags, tools and gloves. It has a short-lived radioactivity and is safe to handle and transport. Intermediate level waste is typically metal and other materials from decommissioned reactors. It emits a higher level of radiation and requires shielding during handling, transportation and storage. High-level waste is from a nuclear reactor comprising spent fuel assemblies. It has much higher radioactivity and requires increased shielding, isolation and cooling because of its heat generation capacity. A Geological Disposal Facility, or GDF, is a highly engineered system to contain and isolate intermediate and high-level radioactive waste deep underground. So just what is a GDF? The concept was first proposed in the 1950s by scientists in the United States and has more than 60 years of global research and development. Geological disposal is viewed by expert scientists and governments around the world as the best available solution for managing used fuel from nuclear reactors over the long term. Currently, GDFs are in development in Finland, Sweden, France and Switzerland, with the first scheduled to begin operation in the next decade. Let's take a look at the process of getting high-level nuclear waste from overseas to a GDF in South Australia. Used fuel is removed from a nuclear reactor and placed into a cooling pond for at least 10 years. It is then packed into transport canisters and transported by a purpose-built double-hulled ship to a port in South Australia. It is transported by truck to an interim above-ground storage facility where it is stored for around 40 years. It is then transported by rail to the GDF site where it is encapsulated and placed permanently into a GDF deep underground. In a GDF, multiple barriers help to ensure radioactive material isn't released into the environment. In Finland, radioactive pellets are inside fuel rods, which are grouped together in fuel assemblies. The assemblies are placed into an earthquake-proof cast iron canister and then into a 5 centimetre thick copper overpack. This is then placed 455 metres below the ground in highly engineered tunnels and surrounded by bentonite clay. The clay buffer further protects the canister from erosion. The tunnels are then backfilled and permanently sealed. GDF developers must demonstrate to regulators using extensive modelling, testing and validation in underground laboratories that there will be no impact on humans, animals or flora should these barriers fail at any time over the course of 100,000 years. There is scientific consensus that an appropriately sited GDF with proper licence approvals provides more than enough level of protection for humans, animals and the environment far into the future. To find out more, visit nuclear.sa.gov.au to discover, discuss and decide.